Hey, welcome to Kettle Kitchen, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Blue. How are you?
Hi. What happened to I'm dropping everybody down?
Well, I don't drop you down because you're part of the show. You're an intricate part.
So's everybody else,
Yeah,
man.
I know they are, but one of the reasons this show was started was for you, remember? You and Daz.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so I'm going to go ahead and bring everybody else up.
Okay.
We have JJ from Big Valley Living. Hello. We have Chris from Chris and Larry Homestead. Thank you for coming in. We have Dale from
Howdy.
Family Farm. We have the awestruck Joey and Ginger from way yonder, not for nothing Homestead.
Put me in, coach.
Yes. And we have a new friend with us tonight. We have Jerry from Butler Family Farm. Thank you for joining us.
Yay.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi, Dale.
What you didn't get to see was, I think Nina's down here lurking somewhere, but she popped back off, so she must be trying to come in. So we might get our 9 boxes tonight.
Tony, real quick.
Yes.
You know, when you first start your thing, it doesn't pop up on YouTube for about 30 seconds. You realize
I
that?
know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I decided a long time ago not to wait for it to load because of replay. I just go, and it is what it is. So,
Okay.
But thank you, because some people wouldn't have.
I always wonder why when I go into people's lives at the same time they're supposed to start it, I'm thinking, how come they started this way before this? What's going on? And I didn't realize
it has a built-in delay in it.
Yeah, there is a delay in it. Yeah,
I get it.
Nina might be having technical issues, so we'll see how this goes.
No.
Yeah. So everybody is familiar with Kettle Kitchen or Late Night with Kettle Kitchen. Jerry, this is your first time up here, so I would love to give you the opportunity to let everybody know what your channel's about.
Okay. Well, it's a farm channel. We have 116 acres. We have we have right now about 44 cows. We're sending some to the market here this next weekend. We have about 15 goats. We have horses and donkeys and chickens and dogs and cats. We have llamas.
Llamas. Cool.
Llamas.
So just out of curiosity, please explain something to me, since you're a llama guy. I hope you have the answer. What's the difference between a llama and an alpaca?
An alpaca is raised for fur.
Okay.
And a llama is used for either packing or for guard animals.
Guard animals.
Yeah, you can use. I use my llamas for with being the goats instead of having another dog that's out there with the goats and have to go out and feed the dog. I use the llamas because that way they eat the same thing the goats do. So if I don't get out there, they're grazing, so I don't have to worry about special food for it.
Well, good. I just was curious because I have asked many people, and they're like, I don't know.
And alpacas will spit on you, and llamas will spit near you, not actually right on you. They'll spit near you.
So are alpacas a better target, better shot?
No, I just think that they don't really care. But they also don't guard. Alpacas don't guard. They'll stand there and watch a coyote kill a goat and not really do much about it. Where alpaca, that's what alpaca do. A llama will actually chase the coyote or the dog or whatever is in the yard and people. I've been really run over by one of my llamas. So
wow,
knocked down, eat the dirt and whole bit.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not doing the llama. So,
yeah, he was tame and raised in the house, not our house, but he was raised in the house. And
in a house,
I was messing around with him and holding him to keep him from going through the gate. And my wife and my son were going through the gate with hay and stuff. I was messing with him and pushing his face around and stuff. And the thing about llamas and alpacas, you need to show dominance over them. And the way you show dominance over them is that you will push them away. You don't back away, you push them away.
Right.
If you push them away, then they realize you're the boss and not them. Well, this guy I was pushing him away and he was pushing back, and we were kind of playing back and forth, and I let go of him and I turned my back, and I should never turn my back.
Oh, wow.
And he literally jumped up on his back feet and pushed me with his 2 front feet. And I started running across the pasture because I was trying to get my feet back underneath me. And I ran about 25, 30 feet, and I ate the ground. So.
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
It sounds like Dale's free-range chickens he's got out there.
Yeah.
All right. So moving forward, I want to say hi to everybody in chat. Thank you for coming in. I see Butler Family Farms with us in chat. Chris and Larry Homestead, thank you for coming. Joey, my main man, awesome moderator. Mark at Little Rich Farms, Janet Homestead, where you are. Rhonda Towery, Hardknack Farms, Wendy, welcome. I hope you're feeling better.
Yes.
Nina Runneth over Garden&Life. I don't think will be joining us, but welcome. Let's see who else Lori prepping for heavens here, and she's on 1.5 times speed trying to catch up.
Oh my.
So we all talk like chipmunks now.
Yes.
Listening to us. Awesome.
Susan Ty, downtown Cindy Brown's with us. Thank you for coming in. Cindy's an awesome moderator as well. So thank you, everybody. So a couple of things new. I'm going to pop this up. It's going to probably cover somebody's face, but I want you guys to see it just so we can have the conversation real quick. See that up by JJ? Ooh, he's sitting in the right spot. Up by JJ, you'll see that logo. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. You're a great Vanna White. I'm going to keep you right there. That is the new logo, or at least the logo for the next couple months from Kettle Kitchen, bringing communities together in 2023. This was something that was started in Last Chance Cook-Off that we collectively, a bunch of us, decided that was great. We wanted to bring the communities together, and that's what we're trying to do. And the only way I can do that is to get out there and reach out to new channels I haven't discussed things with or met with, or like in Jerry's case, here's a new channel. We want to bring them up. Jerry and his wife are great people. We just not crossed over. We talked to each other many times, but the invite was never there, and he reached out, and I think it's a great thing. Nina, I remember when Nina and Boyce were brand new to us too, and they've become a very good part of us. JJ and Michelle, I guess Joey and Ginger were there at one point in time, but
sometime they were there.
But really, for my channel, there's 3 major things. Number 1 is I am going to do more pressure canning, thanks to Joey and Ginger. Those 2 sat and we walked through an entire session, and it worked. So we're moving forward with that. Second thing is we actually got a dehydrator, so we're going to be dehydrating things.
Yay! I'm so happy for you.
Me too. And the other thing is the bringing communities together. That's the other thing, and I just want to try to outreach as much as I can to other channels, new channels, offer them help wherever they may need it. Another new thing to Kettle Kitchen this month, anyways. I don't have whisker hair. I'm looking at Blue, and she's just like, yeah, and the point.
Quitter.
Not my fault you had to fight with the lawnmower, mate.
What was that, Blue?
It's not my fault you had a fight with the lawnmower. You've still got snow. Put that thing away.
I can't put mine away probably until May, so my snow will stay right where it's at.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about hair. I thought we were talking about snow. Sorry.
It's funny because I did this last night before our live, and I went out today, and I'm like, why does my face feel weird?
Well, cool, huh?
Because I've had beard since
Oh,
way before November.
Mhm.
That's funny. I remember a time that Larry decided to shave off his entire goatee, mustache, everything, and it was Christmas morning. And he walked out for family pictures, and Shelby, who's now 25, was like, I don't know, 2. And she's like, no, you're not my dad.
You're not
and
my
had
dad.
nothing to do with
Yep.
him. He grew it back, and it's been there ever since. He's like, I'm not going through that again.
So just for Cindy Brown's information, the logo is something I made off of Canva. I'm sorry the colors are in the wrong spot for you, my friend, but that's the way it came. It's a package deal, so I'm stuck with it. So
I don't think it's meant to be in any particular order.
I don't think it is either.
It's not supposed to be like a circular rainbow that's going up in color chart.
Right.
I think it's just meant to be placed wherever.
I have 2 10-year-old boys and a 13-year-old girl running around. So if you hear background noise, I apologize. Tasha, thank you for coming in. Art and Adventure with Tasha showed up. So, which leads us, I mean, we've already had the conversation about what we're going to do next year or this year. Sorry, I have to rephrase that. What we're doing this year, what things are different, this, that, and the other. I do want to give Jerry an opportunity because we had a discussion. I don't even remember which live it was this last week about the good, the bad, the ugly, what we've learned from YouTube. And we had talked about how editing can take a long time. Jerry has a different perspective on the editing portion of it. Did you want to talk about that, Jerry?
For sure. You guys watching you guys, you're talking about you guys are doing ginger, doing more than one take. And I was sitting there listening and I'm thinking, more than one take? What is that? Because we're a farm and ours are action shots. So you don't get a chance to go back out there and say, tell the cows, hey, back up. We need to redo this. The shot didn't come out right. Or, hey, goats, you need to come over here because, we need you to be coming in and redoing it. You get one shot and one shot only.
Right.
And, and then Ginger was saying she's spending 6 to 8 hours video editing. I'm going like, I must be doing something wrong. Because I usually edit I can, depending on what the video is. Like, I don't know if you went and saw that Shoots and Utters. Tony, did you go watch that?
Yes, I did.
Okay. That originally started off be an hour and 52 minutes.
Right.
And I cut it down to an hour or down to 51 minutes because you know, but it only took me, well, I got music in there and I've got some little words and stuff in there, but it only took me about 3 hours to cut that video all the way down to what to what it was. But I kept thinking, well, maybe I'm doing something wrong because I can do a 20-minute video in 5 or 10 minutes editing it.
So in the conversation Jerry and I had, it was about perspective. It's not realizing people do it differently, and his was a different perspective in the sense that he does most of his is straight through editing. It's not cut and splice and stop and move and all this.
I do some cutting and splicing, but that's because we'll record something and then we shut it off and we get some other work done and then we record some more and then I splice it together and I use transitions in between them so it's not like if it jumps to one place it jumps, you can see it, like I use a fade or I use a digitize where it changes, or like when I was doing the one on breaking ice, I used water rings to show you were changing from one to the other.
Right. We have
and I have to agree with Jerry. Hi.
Hey, sorry we're late.
You're fine. You're okay.
You're here. You're right on time.
You did say 11:14, right? For start?
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
Okay,
yes.
I thought that's what you said. 11:14.
I agree because when I'm doing my farm videos, like out garden and farm videos, I can edit them way faster. The one where it became blaringly obvious to me what people were talking about for 6 to 7 hours worth of editing was when we set foot in that kitchen and started trying to record. That becomes
a whole different animal.
I mean, I might as well just devote a whole evening to nothing but that. you know.
Yeah.
I want to interrupt for a second. Oh, what?
I was saying I've streamlined.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore. My videos are my videos, and if somebody doesn't like my editing, oh well. I take time out of my life to make videos that's for myself and my family and for my friends that are here on YouTube, and I don't take hours. I think it was a half hour when we made our new intro for the year. We do a new intro every season. And we have done that for years. So I can kind of tell when my video came about. And not to mention my kids are growing. So, Berlin didn't want when he was 13 on a video now that he's 17. And, there's a big difference between a 4'10" body and a 6'3" body. So when we go through and we do our editing, it's fast, it's simple. I know what my video is going to entail. I don't add a lot of extras into it. Most of the time I do clips while we're videoing and start and stop, so I know what I'm pulling in.
Right.
And then we transition.
Chris, how long have you been doing YouTube?
All my
She's
life.
one of our veterans.
Well, I mean, like 5 years, 10 years?
About 5 years that we've really started pushing our videos. We've got about 600 videos out right now, as well as shorts. And so, yeah, I got to that point where I was doing a ton of editing and taking hours and hours. And I'm like, why? Because the quality is going to be the same whether I do them quick and just get to the point and get done, or whether I draw it out. I don't take takes either. Like if I mess up in something I'm saying, I'll just say something in my video and say, oops, let me start again, wrong, and keep going with it. And I don't even take that out. It'll be a funny joke, or, the kids will say something, Mom, that's not how it goes. And they'll correct me, and I'll leave it there because that's my life. And that's what my channel's about.
Right. So I don't think it's really a matter, and I'm not saying anybody implied this. I think it's just different perspectives on how you're doing your videos. If you're doing farm, and Dale's great to listen to this, and I think Daniel and Janet and Ginger and Joey, as well as Jerry and Chris, you guys have animals or farmish, larger homestead stuff, so you guys can break it down into two different categories. Whereas, like Jerry, you typically would run through and just let things go. Dale, if you're working on a truck, you're just typically probably letting it go. Whereas when you're in the kitchen or gardening, because you got to get a different angle or whatever, you have a tendency to do more editing than those types of situations. So I think it's really perspective, or what's the word I'm looking for? Approach maybe is the best way in how you want to put your videos out there. So it's just real
filmmaking as well. I mean, like,
what was that, Blue? Sorry.
It's a different type of filmmaking as well. What they're talking about is a vlog.
Right.
I do vlogs. I do vlogs in the garden and stuff like that with Tanny on the weekends when we can get out there. But the predominance of most of my videos are teaching videos. So I need to have different angles on doing different things, and I need to have my information right. If I stutter while I'm going through, I have to do it again because it has to be right. Okay, so I do something a little bit different with the collaboration videos because I do those with my son. They are what they are, and if you don't like them, I don't care. I really don't. I watch. I really don't care, but the predominance of my videos are teaching ones, and I'm trying to get the right style for what I'm trying to do, but it does take a lot of work. I mean, like, I'm working on a video at the moment. It's taken me 3 days of editing so far.
So
3 days.
I'll throw something out there. When I did Dipsember and I did 8 different dips, that was a couple hours worth of work, even though it looked like it was wham bam, here you go and it's done. That is not. But again, it's the style of filming or editing that I chose to do. So, I don't want to forget Lori Hyman. Thank you for coming in. Michelle's now joined us in chat as well. She's been here, but I'm late to this. Alvin Lewis, thank you. Annette's in the house. Annette, Annie, thank you. Want to check and make sure I haven't forgot anybody or missed anybody. Dr. Homestead has joined us. Thank you.
Annette challenged you, Tony.
I already responded to it, Chris.
Tony already responded.
Now that's not to buy me any times because my apology that I gave Janet and Daniel, I still haven't done their challenge.
That's okay. That's
no,
okay.
it's not. No, it's not.
It's okay. You know, I was going to jump in on the video editing. I think I mentioned before, this is, I think, my third YouTube channel. And I used to do DVDs before I had the YouTube, the first YouTube channel. Most of the stuff I do is one shot. Most of it, you know, I'll just do it, take the short, just do one shot. We do more complex videos. We got weird noise outside. Sorry. Septic sprinklers. Sorry. We do more complex videos sometimes. Like there were times where both of us are filming at the same time and kind of threading all of that together can take time. So I'm not saying everything is one shot. No big
Usually
deal.
if we're with the pigs or something, we both film.
Right. If we've got a lot of footage or it's complex, but I think we've got like 300 videos up on YouTube right now for this channel. I've got the TikTok and the Instagram, and I said a lot of this stuff I'll just do. And like, it is what it is. The next video will be better is kind of the way I look at it, you know, rather than trying to go back. The next one's going to be better and the next one will be better.
Or not, you know.
Yeah, or not. Or they're all going to suck.
It's
and
not
that's okay
TV.
Too.
It's YouTube.
I like to ask a question about what kind of editing videos or what do you use to edit? What's your program that you actually use?
So we're using Power Director right now. It has a screen capture studio. It has a picture studio. It has the video editing. It has sound editing and it has color editing. So I picked that one up. My old one, I could actually pull up my old one I used to make DVDs with. Not that anybody does DVDs anymore, but we do different reenactment events, and I'd actually make DVDs to send out to everybody back in the day and print the labels and everything. But yeah, we're doing Power Director now, and it has more features than I think we know how to use. We're still learning how to do it, but it's good. It's good software.
Chris?
I use Adobe Premiere Pro. I use the whole Adobe everything because I use Illustrator and Photoshop for my business. So I have the Premiere Pro, and I use that with add-ons for motion array and some other things for transitions and that. And I've been using that for a while. I mean, a couple years now, and I really, really like it. And I like the fact that even if I don't know how to do something, like how to do a transition or how to move my fonts or whatever I want to do, there's YouTube videos for it. I just go in and do a quick YouTube video and I learn. So I'm constantly learning on that. So, and Michelle, I could use more Instapot. She asked me about Instapot collab. Yeah, we're still looking for a handful of people. I've got like 8 more slots to fill.
Oh, Instapot.
So send me an email.
I don't have an Instapot.
We could get an Instapot.
I have 2 real pressure cookers. I do not need an Instapot. I'm old school. I just put my pressure cooker on the stove.
Get an Instapot.
No, well, let's do that. Hey, just join us for that one too. Because I said Instapot or pressure
as long
cooker.
as you'll take old-fashioned pressure cooker, I can do it.
Absolutely. So shoot me an email.
Dale, what software do you use?
I'm the weirdo. I use KindMaster. And it's all mobile. It's on my phone because all my filming's through my iPhone. I really like it. They have increased the subscription so it doesn't have a watermark. But I really like it.
You better turn your phone off, young man. I don't want to hear what comes out of that thing.
Oh, that was my watch.
Oh, you're lucky.
I could plug my phone in.
No, that's fine. We don't need to.
Hey, we'll take a hard pass on that one, Dale. Thank you, Dale.
Did
I interrupted you? Did you get a chance to finish? Sorry.
No, it's fine. And it has music. It has transitions. So I can seamlessly take my video from my phone, put right directly into my KindMaster edit. I can pull anything that's in my photo album. It's kind of what I started on, and I've just stuck with it. Everybody tells me I need to go to some others, and I'm interested, but I don't actually have a computer personal device to use. So this is my personal device, so I don't really see to go anything.
Got to use what you got, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Ginger Joey.
I do everything on my phone. I have a brand new Android that I got this past year when we started the channel, and it has an editor inside the phone, and all of my videos I edit and cut up and put together and put music behind it, put words on top of it. It all comes through my phone.
Okay. All right. JJ and Michelle.
Yeah, we use Adobe Premiere Pro as well.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole suite as well. So in a former life, we used all the Adobe products in business we had. So we're not experts at using it because Adobe products are pretty deep. Yeah,
yes, they are.
That was just our normal transition to a product, was to stay with what we knew.
Okay. Before Blue and I answer, I want to throw out to the chat, if there's any questions about YouTube you have, go ahead and start putting them in there, because we're going to move to that after this. Blue, what software do you use?
Okay, so if I'm doing one on my phone, I use Power Director. That's yeah, I paid for that so I don't get the watermark, and that's I use that. On my computer, for the majority of my stuff, I use Wondershare Filmora. And I'm also moving into using DaVinci.
You'll have to let me know about that, because I'm curious about it, but I heard it's involved. So I'm curious to know.
Okay, you have to have a computer that runs at least 16 gig of RAM on it to be able to run the program. It's a proper filmmaker's editing software.
Oh.
And there's a reason I'm learning it, and I have to learn it for a project that is coming up. And so, but my computer has 32 gig of RAM. It's a gaming computer. It's built for this process. Okay. And this has been in the works for a couple of years. So, we built the computer knowing that this was going to happen, and I needed to have the space for DaVinci. So yeah.
Okay. Radio Jonesy, he's another channel. He's a music guy. If you haven't checked him out, Jerry, check him out.
I've talked to Jonesy.
He uses Vegas Pro, it says. So
yeah,
that's another one I hadn't heard of. I use Filmora and Canva. That's what my editing's done on, is those two things. Now, Canva primarily for thumbnails and things like that, but I have actually used it for some videos because they have a better selection of photos and images and elements and things like that, where Filmora lets you get more fine-tuned. If I need to cut Blue off before she drops the F-bomb, I can get right up to it, where I can't do that so much in Canvas. So.
I don't know what you're talking about.
As example.
Are you using Filmora 12 or 11?
Mine's 11. I'm afraid to move over because I've heard people complain about the 12 change. So
I have Filmora 11.
Okay.
And I've been using, and I like it
11 as well. I haven't moved
can
over
put
to 12 because
multiple lines.
Right.
I've used Filmora for probably 15 years at this point. Since it first pretty much came out, since it was like version 2 or 3 or something. They're even numbered updates tend to be glitchy as all hell and really unuser friendly, so they end up backpedaling when they get to the next one. Okay. So I'm not actually willing to get 12. I'll wait till 13. Thank you very much.
All right, good point. But I do, Jerry, just real quick, in just a second, I love using Filmora 11 for the split levels that That's why I'm able to do a graphic, a video, another graphic, put the overlay of what the collaboration is. I can do all those things in however many lines I need. So that's what I love about it. Sorry, go ahead. What's your question?
Do you pay a monthly fee or not?
Yes. No, I paid the lifetime one, so I think I'm about to get screwed out of that, but that's a whole nother conversation.
I've seen the yearly subscription and the monthly subscription, but I've not seen the lifetime subscription.
That was when I first started back in March or April-ish. That's when I think I did it, something like that. So I don't think it's offered anymore.
So KindMaster has that same kind of levels of lines of different. It works just like Filmora does that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I noticed when you have Filmora and you pay that $20.99 a month, you get all these different you get the Christmas songs, you get the Christmas editing, all that stuff. Where if you don't pay for that, you just bought the original program, you don't get those updates.
You don't get those, no. Yeah. And that's another issue I have with Filmora, but that's
and I do subscribe to Epidemic Sound. So I have unlimited music. It's I don't know, $15 a month or whatever it is. But Premiere Pro is also set up where you've got your levels of your sound and you've got your levels of your video and you've got graphics and you can level everything out so that it fades in and out and you can control every single element at the same time. And so that's
sorry, just so everybody knows, when we keep referring to level, you could put your primary video, then you have audio, then you have graphics, then you'll have an overlay, then you'll have another picture you want to throw in there. Each level can be separated out and worked on individually. And then
Tony, do you want me to share screen on one of my videos?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Let me pull everything up here. Hang on.
Yeah, while you're pulling that up, I was going to say Power Director, if we pay the $3 a month, you can get like 10,000 songs access, and they actually have stock footage you can put in if you want. You see some of the videos where they put in like stock footage. Power Director will do that, but it's like $3-4 a month extra.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, on the one that Tony, the one that I did that you watched, the Shoots and Utters, I had the GoPro going and my wife's and my other camera going, and I put both of them in there and I split screen both back and forth. But you could hear the voice on my wife's voice was on the main video, and it transferred over onto the GoPro also. So I kind of like that because when I do hit two cameras, you can put them both in there and cut back and forth wherever you want.
Right. So what that will do, just might as well transition into the next thing, is if anybody has questions about YouTube, any of the panelists have questions about different things on YouTube, let's go ahead and throw that out there and see if we can answer some of those questions.
I don't know if you noticed it, but Rhonda had a question.
Hold on just 1 second. I'm going to star that. I'm going to bring up what Chris has so she can tell us what she's showing us.
Okay, so this is our intro that we just did. And let me go to the actual screen because I went back onto StreamYard here. But this is the intro in Premiere Pro. So you can go back. I'll go to the very beginning. Berlin.
Oh, nice picture.
I had to have that video in. So basically we've got different layers. So the first layer here, I've got a graphic. I've got words in here. I broke out my logo. So my logo is in all different layers. Let's see if it wants to scroll with everybody on here. So I've got my logo, I broke apart so that I can move things around during the video. I've got another layer down here, which is videos and photographs that I put in order. And then at the very bottom, that green line that you see, that is the music that we've got going. So I can just go in throughout and, scroll through. You can see all the different layers of things. And funny noises because we're speeding through it. But it's just super duper easy just to put things together and go through and clip. And I can actually go in, let's say I didn't like a portion of this little piggy video. I could go in with the razor tool and slice off a side or the edging and shift everything. But it's really nice to have all those specific layers in here.
Oh,
so when you're looking for a program, look for something that has that.
Right.
That's like Filmora, though. That's
Yes.
a lot like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and Power Director is the same. You can set up all your different layers
Yeah.
and move in and out of them and whatnot. And you can have which one is front and back and all those kind of things on that.
Yeah.
You need that. You really need something with layers if you want to get complex.
You do.
Absolutely.
You know, everybody talks about the different ways I do my videos, which I'm not an expert, not claiming, professing, none of that. But they like some of the things I throw in there, and it's because of the layering. The layering is what allows me to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know if you saw, Tony, Radio Jonesy said Vegas Pro free edition is good enough for YouTube.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had a free edition.
I had never heard of Vegas Pro until he said it. So
I'm gonna look into that as well to have a secondary for,
right.
say, my computer.
Right. Got it. So where'd it go? Okay. Rhonda's question is, and it'll pop up, what is the easiest use for a non-computer savvy person with just an Android phone? But I did see Ginger responded to her, and she says that she uses an Android and uses the editor on her phone for everything, just upgraded it over the summer to the newest phone. So I don't know if anybody has. Oh, sorry.
Ginger's videos have gone amazing.
Yes.
When she first in the beginning to her new phone now, when I was watching her New Year's bloopers, you could see the change. No, it was awesome. So any Android questions, ask Dale and Ginger because they know it all. I'm telling you. When it
Not
comes
Android.
Dale is iPhone.
He's a Wapple. Excuse me.
He's a Wapple. He's a Wapple, dude, and she's a Wandroid.
Yes.
Rhonda said she's gonna email you with the question, Ginger.
Yes. Go ahead. Shoot away.
And for those that have the Apple phone or the iPhone, Rooster from Rooster's Adventures, he uses iMovie. It comes free with your phone. He gets along real well with it. I've tried iMovie. I get frustrated, and I started with what I am using, and I like it, so I'm just staying with it.
Yeah.
Well, now you guys mentioned phones. I don't use my phone for any recording because it makes this narrow little strip of something, and then I don't like it. I mean, I use the camera. I just pull the camera out and take the camera out.
You have to turn it this way.
Because you got to turn it this way. You can't have it this way. You got to use it this way.
Well, hold on. You also have to have it on auto rotate, because if it's not on auto rotate, it won't turn when he turns it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the phone is like this while you're filming, it can.
You got to film like this.
The whole screen.
Yeah.
Let me flip that over so you can see it.
All of mine are done on all phones. I use all of them are Android, so I'm not even I don't touch iPhones anymore. But stop, Dale.
Well, the shadow.
You're an oddball.
No, Daniel said those curtains are awesome.
Dale did.
It's all right, Dale.
No,
those ones back there.
Like
Those curtains are awesome.
Thank you.
It looks like barn doors or something. They're awesome.
That's exactly their intent.
So the point I'm trying to make, though, is it's not, and I'm not trying to make you go into phones by any means, but all of my recordings done off of phones, and then I just upload them or download them and do what I need to. Shorts, one thing that obviously we all deal with, those are vertical, so you're stuck with that format. But on videos, I just turn my phone, and that's the way I record. And in the beginning, my very first phone I used was a crappy phone, crappy camera. As I've evolved and I send my phone swimming in the water of the sink, or you let the kid use it and it drops down on the floor and shatters, you have to buy another one. So, but I do have one specific phone that was very inexpensive. It was $40. It's only used for filming, and it puts out a good quality picture. So I don't worry about a camera and video cameras and things like that. That's just me, though.
Thank you, Michelle. You're welcome.
Now, as for
Heavenly
me,
Hills is putting out something. You guys will have to look at it. What was that?
I do use my phone for some filming. I have a Canon M50 that we use for video and photography. We have 2 GoPros that we use. Actually, we have 3 Canon. My older kids all have one as well. So when we do want to get multiple shots, we just set up all the cameras in different angles. And have done that. There was one video that we exploded the watermelon for a homeschool project. We exploded it with rubber bands. And we actually, you could see I'm holding a camera and someone else is holding a camera, and we've got the GoPro that's duct taped to the table to make sure when it explodes that the watermelon doesn't take it out. But we do use that in different ways. But for the most part, when I'm just doing quick vlog style where I'm talking, it's I have a Samsung. And it is an awesome phone. I absolutely love it. And it's got 5 or 6 lenses on the back. I mean, it does phenomenal picture. So it's like, why go out and buy, $800 or $900 cameras if you can get the same shots with your cell phone?
Right. Got it. I'm going to address a question. Annette is asking when are we going to do the prepping videos again. So I wanted to give everybody a quick rundown. Sunday, and poor Jerry, I have struggled this guy through a calendar of, let's do it this day. No, I got to change it. No, my calendar is wrong and blah, blah, blah. So here, straight off the press, here's the updated calendar for Kettle Kitchen regarding the prepping information. So Sunday function chat, we're going to start with the apps and the forms we had talked about giving you guys to help you set up your pantry stuff. Okay. Next Friday, the 13th, that will be a revisit of our $5 pantry challenge. So yes. So you guys have had 6 weeks now. So you should have roughly 6 weeks worth of pantry items to display, show and tell, show off, talk about whatever it is, and the prices associated with those. Okay. And then, so basically, that was part of what tonight's discussion was when I made
When you gave me homework and didn't tell me what it was. Start again.
So back in 1902, a guy and a girl, they meet in a bar, right?
No, stop.
Okay.
All right, so what homework do we have to do?
Those of us that are in the $5 pantry challenge.
So I'm out.
Oh, I'm not in that, so we're good.
We are the one that we did here on our. You were a part of it, if I remember correctly.
Apparently, I'm a part, but I was gone for like 3 weeks.
You were gone, but we've all been gone. We haven't done it. We are going to visit it every
all right, what do I have to do?
month. Okay.
Send me an email.
I'll just tell you. So everybody's on the same page. No questions asked. Okay. And it gives me a record because it's how I verified where I messed up at. So I went back and watched the live. So I made sure.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Take a note.
So the $5 challenge basically is that you are to start stocking your pantry $5 a week, whether you do that once a week or once 4 times, 4 weeks in a month, 5 weeks, whatever it ends up being, however many weeks, once a week, you got to do it. Or bi-weekly would be $10 or whatever your pay is associated to that. Or if you only get paid once a month, then it's $20 or $25 depending on the week. Okay.
Gotcha.
Collectively, because we took time off because of the holidays and things got shifted around, we stopped doing it the second week in December or third week, whichever it ended up being. So we are actually back on to 6 weeks we've not showed. None of us have. So you're not alone. Okay.
6 weeks. I haven't left my house to do anything. So,
I got that. But, and clarify Ginger and JJ and Dale for me, because I don't remember. I think Daniel and Janet were there too. Do you guys remember we did 1 month's worth visit already, right? Did we only do the 1 week?
We just did a couple weeks worth, like 2 or 3 weeks worth. Yeah.
Okay.
Michelle thinks it was a couple of weeks worth, and I came on after you guys were doing that. So
okay, so we're only technically 2 months into this at $5 a week. So if you don't have that, and you want to join in, by all means join in. We're just trying to help people. There's different ways we're all doing it. I'm buying items by items. Ginger and Joey are doing it a way. Tiffany's doing it a different way. I know Dale and JJ and Blue, they were all doing it a different way. I know that Daniel and Janet's way of doing it was a little different. So we're trying to give you different perspectives on what you can do with that $5 a week in rebuilding or building, if you're hadn't built one, a pantry. So that's where we're going to go. And then, so we will return back to Friday night will be the discussion on the pantry stuff. Sunday will be a carryover of Friday. Tuesdays will be back to game night for us. So
why are you talking about like cans and goods?
Whatever your pantry is. If your pantry's freezer, refrigerator, if it depends on what you do.
So how many weeks do you want us to show on the next one? Just so
on the next one is 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Okay. I'm just writing notes.
No, but what our hope is at the end of a year's time, we can say this is how much we spent, and this is what a filled pantry from our perspective would be.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, and again, anybody disagree with me or want to add more, please say so. I come from the thought process of 6 pillars of a pantry. You got your freezer, your cupboard, your I can't even think now. Your cupboards, refrigerator, freezer, pantry, long-term pantry, dehydrator, freeze dryer. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Canning's in those things though. So however it is you feel your pantry is inclusive of, that includes those items.
Okay.
Blue said okay.
Cindy's on top of this.
She
Tony, timestamp instructions at 41 minutes in. I'll get that. I'm not seeing any questions though. What about you guys? Do you guys have
Rhonda had another one, and it was about live streaming.
Oh, there it is.
StreamYard or what and why?
I personally, I'll just tell you mine. I do StreamYard. It's what I learned. It's what I first used. I've tried Melon. Blue, I love you to death, but Melon just gets me all quirkied up, and I have a hard time with it. Okay. What is the one that Daz uses that he struggles with? He's having problems.
He's on Melon, but he's also got, the thing is, all right, okay, so Melon is created by the makers of Streamlabs. Okay, so Streamlabs OBS is what we use for streaming gaming. Okay. So unfortunately, I think he's got his Streamlabs up at the same time as his Melon, or it's on his computer. So what's happening there is that the announcements and stuff that are coming through from Streamlabs are coming through on his Melon.
I watched him one time. He had a dinosaur chomping at his face the whole time through the live stream.
Jumping up and down. It was awesome. Fun. It was like you could see the frustration all over Dad. But it was the best live to watch. This little dinosaur just.
I think again, going back to the StreamYard though, for me it seemed what was easy. There's tons of platforms out there. You can choose what you want. StreamYard seemed easy enough, especially once I got used to it and comfortable with it. I don't have issues with it. So that's my perspective. Anybody else?
I got a question for you. You're on StreamYard, but are you just doing it on YouTube only, or are you doing it on Facebook too at the same time?
Mine's just on YouTube. That's all.
Anybody else using it for Facebook and YouTube at the same time? No. I was told you can.
You have to pay for that. The free version, you can do one or the other. And I actually use the free version of that as well. But I do lives on Facebook sometimes, but most of my lives are on YouTube. But I don't do them at the same time. I don't pay their monthly fee.
You're paying for this, right, Tony? Because you have more than 6 and you have the logo.
I did once. I wasn't utilizing it. Matter of fact, Jerry and I had this conversation. but I wasn't sure who was hopping on tonight. So I thought, I'll give it another try. But right now, let me back up and finish what your question was. Yes, this is the paid version. I repaid for it to try it out again. But in this situation, it's paid off now for itself, because now I have 2 more and I don't have to worry about a scheduling conflict.
Right. Who's going to show up? And you get your logo. I was looking at the features.
Now I got
on
my
the paid
logo
version.
up, and I can put, where's that other? Oh, now I have an overlay I can use up there now.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, it's gadgets and fancies, and you don't need all of them, but
take you to that next level.
It kind of takes you to the next level without being overly burdensome, if that makes any sense. Here's my favorite logo, though. Hold on. I want to make this statement right now.
All right.
That is my favorite logo right there.
But you could put 12, right, Tony? 12 people on?
Say that again?
You put 12 people on right now?
I'm allowed for the one I'm using. So they have the free plan, the basic plan, and the premium. The basic plan allows you up to 10 people on at one time. The premium plan, I think it's 12. If I remember that correctly.
Mostly for things like, the reason that you would have 10 people is if you're playing D&D or tabletop games and streaming it, because this kind of format is pretty much the only one that you could get that and see what they're doing, like see the gaming board or whatever is going on. So it's not a case of having everyone on a panel that would be talking possibly over each other and stuff like that. It would be like people taking turns gaming.
Yes. So 2 things. Annette said, if anyone in chat wants to join her challenge, please feel free to upload a video on 3 homesteading goals for 2023. Tag her and she'll add your video to the playlist. And just for confirmation, Miss Chris, I already was challenged and fulfilled my duty.
I done it too. Before I forgot, I didn't even know.
Mine did get loaded this morning. I don't know when. Mine was loaded.
All right. And then Cindy Brown said talk to Andale. She does both. So she might have some more information that she could help you out with.
Yeah,
I think that specifically is for you, Jerry, is who she was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know Andale. I met her at the video conference we had in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I will say this in regards to Rhonda, because I know Rhonda hasn't done a live yet, is what we did before I got into StreamYard, or Lisa and I, we just went directly live right from YouTube. If you're not wanting to have a guest on, if it's just you, just go directly live. Just go to your studio like you're going to upload a video and hit go live and go live.
Yeah.
And I did that, Dale, based on actually Daniel. Hey guys.
Hey, there you are.
Look at that pretty baby.
You without binoculars.
You guys jumped on my live there that one afternoon.
Well, yes. But I went live.
It's just sitting there because I haven't turned it on.
Tony challenged us to go live. I went live and did report from YouTube. You have to be careful when you're choosing the options too. I will caution her about this because I guess I did not pay attention and it was set at private.
Okay.
So I was like, why is this not live? I'm thinking to myself, excuse you. I was thinking, why is this not live? And then I went back in to look at it and it showed it wasn't even released. And I'm like, well, why did it? I don't understand why it did that. And I'm going to try it again, Daniel, because I think you said you had done yours live from your phone through the YouTube app, right?
Yeah, it was just straight through YouTube off my phone. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I was trying to try. Rainey says hello.
Hello, Rainey.
Hello.
She deserves a kiss.
She does. And then over there, I wasn't sure which one of the dogs you wanted to see.
I wanted to see them both.
The
All of them.
The beagle under here, she was snoring, and I was like, "Oh my god, I hope they're not hearing her snore."
That's okay. So was Nana. I made her go to bed.
Oh, I thought whose hand you were holding there, Dale.
It's not here no more.
So did you guys? Did anybody have a question? Any of the panel members have questions of anybody else that you can think of?
Yes, I just asked Dale how Thunder was.
Thunder's doing good. Thunder is transitioning to his outside kennel.
Oh.
Because Daddy starts back to work.
Oh.
So
it's a hard knock life.
Yeah. He's not impressed in me right now.
No,
Probably
you're
not,
not his
no.
best friend. He's not going to be bringing you your
No,
shoes.
I'm still his best friend.
Oh.
He's not very happy with me.
Oh, okay.
She ashamed herself, put the fur baby outside.
Well,
so
Nana got up and used the restroom when I wasn't here, and he decided he wanted to eat our couch.
He was hungry. We feed him.
Wow.
Someone's teething.
Someone's teething. That's a very good observation, Blue.
So, real quick, while I got you here, Chris, is your calendar open on the 31st at 4 p.m. PST?
Maybe.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta open my calendar. So
Okay.
I don't see why not, but let me double check.
How would you be up for a rematch event between Ginger and Joey trying to smack down Dale and Lisa?
Uh-oh.
With you and Leanne for Remember the Music.
Because remember, I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Oh my god.
Is it 4 p.m. your time?
4 p.m. my time, 5 years. Are you good? All right.
Mix a lot.
And anybody that's interested, you can join us this coming Tuesday when, well, I'm going to say Michelle. I don't know if JJ's going to be there too. And Daniel, I don't know if Janet's going to be there too.
I need her for that. She knows way more about the songs than I do.
Okay. I'm trying to get Glenda from Grace and Fire, and then Tom Garvey's agreed to be there Tuesday.
Oh, nice. Nice.
He's one of the ones you guys will be up against. So,
oh man, I can't beat Tom. He's too sweet.
For some strange reason, I'm having a hard time filling up the next 2 weeks after that. So, anybody that's interested in coming up in the live to play the game, please email me.
I'd be a
and you guys, it is a lot of fun. It truly is.
Dale, Rhonda wants to know if your milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Oh, that is hilarious. I can just hear Dale in the shower. Hit me with your best shot.
Hey,
no, I can't unsee that in my head.
Okay, I'll give you
I was like, yes, go Dale.
I used to dance. I can't so much anymore.
Yeah.
The funniest 5 minutes of any YouTube video I've ever watched was the 5 minutes that it started with Joey and Ginger beating Dale and Lisa and it transpiring into I Like Big Butts. That was the funniest time ever.
That was pretty funny.
Yes.
You guys are awfully quiet tonight. This is not normal.
I'm trying not to talk over everyone else, so I'm being quiet.
I'll shut up for a while and you talk now.
No.
What? Well, and I told you coming in here, I had work to do too. So I've got split screen going on and all sorts of stuff. So I've got signs I have to get out in the mail. Thank you.
She's
My waitress brought me an iced tea.
Ooh.
Iced tea or Dr. Pepper?
It's actually iced tea tonight. I'm drinking tea.
Oh, good.
I've already had my quota of Dr. Pepper tonight, so
okay.
She likes her iced tea like I like my motor oil dark.
Yes, I do. I do.
Ooh.
Put hair on your chest, right? That's what my dad always says.
On your toes.
On your toes, yeah. So yeah.
So I have other questions about YouTube.
Okay.
So when as a consistent creator, how do you pick out what days to do your uploads?
Me personally, I just picked days and did it. I didn't go by anything because when I started putting videos up, I didn't have a lot of algorithm information to know what my peak times are, I think is the word they use. But I don't really, in all honesty, now that I think about it, I don't look at it as what time is the best time to load it. I just usually try to load, if I'm loading a video, I try to load it by 8 a.m. in the morning. That's just always been my thing. So for me, it wasn't guided by anything, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, we just dump them. Accuracy through volume. We just throw out the videos out there.
And we start to upload sometimes at
It could take overnight.
12, 1 a.m. and it doesn't get up until 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. We have rural internet. So
it's a 20 meg internet connection. It could take all night to do a video.
10, 15 hours for us to get it
Starlink, baby.
I feel better.
Same here.
Yeah.
I don't have a day anymore.
I don't have a day.
If I've made it and it's ready, it's going out.
It
because
just
it's gonna
goes.
take
Yeah.
me like 3/4 of a day to get it uploaded.
Yeah.
I try to release mine
yeah.
at 7 in the morning.
7 in the morning?
I'll load them up the night before or something like that, or whenever I load it. If it's a regular video, and I release it to be scheduled to be released at 7 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I do. Sorry.
It's all right. If it's a short, we just go ahead and send it right away. Get done and send it. But if it's if I haven't put a video out for like a week, and I get one done, depending on what it is, I might just stick it out there just to let people know I'm still doing videos.
Right.
They say you should do one like at least twice a week or so. And I did when I first was doing this. I did 100 videos in 100 days, and I tried that challenge. Like they say, you put 100 videos for 100 days, and you have 1,000 subscribers. Well, that don't work. So
No.
And I think
who says hard work.
I think it really comes down to whatever you decide, because you got to be comfortable with whatever schedule you set up. I mean, the honestly is, if you're going to say that you're comfortable in theory that you could do 2 videos and maybe a live, just hear me out on that. Okay. But now you're trying to put out 5 videos and 1 live, and now that's turned into 2. Are you going to be able to maintain that schedule? So it's whatever you're going to be able to be consistent with is the important part. Then make that your algorithm, we'll say. But that's my take on it. Chris, you were going to say something earlier.
Yeah, I drop 2 videos a week on Tuesday and either Thursday and Friday. I drop 2 shorts a week on Wednesday, and then the opposite Thursday or Friday, and then I do a live on Monday. I do not double up on any days. I don't put a short in a video or a short and a live out on the same day because it doesn't work. I've done a lot of research on YouTube. I drop tags, and I've had no issues with getting subscribers with multiple tags. So I do all my keywords. Everything gets done as I'm going. And like I said, I just got Starlink a couple months ago, and man, it is speed up.
Good.
I can get a full 10, 12-minute video up in less than an hour and loaded and done through YouTube. with no issues. So I just set it off and I go on to work and other things and come back and I'm like, oh, it's done. Let me finish out all my info. But I do stay very, very consistent. I will tell you that the months that we have slowed down, and I did all my numbers for this last year, the months that we did slow down and we only did 8 videos instead of 15 videos or whatever the number difference was, our subscriber rate plummeted, our view rate plummeted. So I know exactly what we're looking for.
Right.
That's where I'm at. And that's why I'm asking this question.
Yeah.
Always come for our channel. What I have noticed, this is now our second Christmas season for our channel, is come the Christmas time of the year, we get very overwhelmed with everything that's going, so our videos start slowing down. Plus, there's not as much daylight. There's not, all these factors. But I can tell you, it has killed my numbers, my subscribers, my, so and
schedule ahead, Dale.
Yeah,
that's actually what I do. If
we try to play catch up. We've been trying to play so much catch up, we don't have enough to build up ahead.
Yeah, start again.
Schedule.
Just
start again.
Drop it where you're at and start again, because you need, be consistent. And that's what I've learned over the years, because our growth has been amazing this year. And, I've hit the algorithm on certain things. We've hit videos hitting just right. All of my videos, my Tuesday video is always 7 a.m. my time. Always, always, always. I preset that. It's actually already set for next week. I have a video ready to drop. And I plan that one ahead because that's my standard custom day. But as long as you keep up with and stay consistent for your viewers, that YouTube likes consistency. They like you to do at least one video the same time every week, where they can pull you through the algorithm and it starts seeing that. That's why, like I said, I always have 2 videos a week, but my Tuesday is 7 a.m. My other one is either Thursday, Friday, but I drop a short the opposite day. So I always make sure that I have those extra videos. Now, the last month I didn't do my lives and I saw everything go back down again. So now I'm working on my numbers again, but I advertise on Google, I advertise on YouTube, I advertise on Facebook, I advertise on Instagram, TikTok. We do, all of our shorts end up on every platform automatically. And all of our shorts are animals. There's no talking. It's just a pig or a goat or a sheep or whatever we've got going on that day.
Gary?
Yeah. Question. I don't know how many subscribers you have, but I take it that everybody in here is monetized but me.
I'm not.
You're not.
No. Not even close.
Over 1,000 though, right?
Nope, not even.
No,
I have 13.
Not even close, mate.
So just so you know, and correct me if I'm wrong, she's got Chris and Larry Homestead have 13,000. 9-acre family farm, they have just under 2,000, and I think that's it. Everybody else is under, if I'm correct, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're the only 2 channels that are monetized out of this whole group sitting here.
And just to make it blaringly obvious, we aren't rolling wheelbarrows of cash for being monetized.
Oh yes, you are. I've seen them.
My first check.
I seen your pigs and your chickens pushing those wheelbarrows out.
We're thankful to get a check every month. Still,
Yeah.
even with that many subscribers, I will tell you that it's not what people say. Oh yeah, you can make thousands of. No, I'm happy to hit that $100 marker.
You have to hit $100 in build up in order to get a check.
Each month, right?
Each month. Well,
it carries over.
It
so
carries
if
over,
I do $60 this month, it goes on to the next. So the next, if as long as I make at least 40 on the next, then we get a check the following month.
Okay.
So it's not, we're not rolling in dough. It doesn't bring a ton. We actually make more of our money from people who donate during our lives and things like that. That actually pushes our monies over. I make a lot of money in other realms as well, like I said, because we do advertising and other things, we have Kindle books out, and we've got, so I get a KDP Amazon check every month. I get an advertising check from Google for running Google ads on our website. I mean, we don't put everything into one basket. So, it all comes down to how you work. Your YouTube has to be a business if you're looking at being monetized. You do have to maintain. Once you hit that monetization, if you don't be consistent and maintain, it'll drop back down again, and you won't. I mean, it could take you a whole year before you get a check.
Right.
So you just have to continue.
Well, I think I'm the only one that's retired here. I think everybody else has jobs, correct?
I'm
retired.
I don't.
I'm not allowed to work anymore.
No, I don't work.
I'm severely disabled. I'm not allowed to work anymore. This is basically what I do to keep my brain occupied. Yeah.
Blue.
Gail doesn't work.
Yes.
You were going to say something earlier.
Yeah, I've been asked a question.
No, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I haven't got there yet.
Sorry, Blue.
Okay.
So this.
Okay, so on YouTube, hashtags are different to tags. Okay, hashtags are the blue ones that you find underneath the videos. They don't like you having more than 3, and they will only show 3 anymore, and they just won't put them on, and you'll find that they will bounce you down the algorithm because of it. What they have got is in YouTube Studio, if you go into the advanced kind of settings and stuff like that, in that part of it, you can put up to, I think it's 50 tags or 500 letters or something in tags. So you can put whatever words you want to on there that you would normally use as hashtags. So instead of use your hashtags up the top underneath your video for your name, a collaboration name, and if you're tagging somebody else or something major about what the thing is, just it doesn't really matter that much. But if you put down put them down in the tags like recipes, cooking, budget cooking, cost of living crisis, whatever, just all down there, and even break it even down if you're doing a cooking video into ingredients. So it could be beef, it could be carrots, it could be onions, it could be anything, just to put it down in the tags to fill it out, because you don't know what people are looking for, and those are the things that YouTube will actually promote.
Right.
But I wouldn't put hashtags in your actual title. I know I did it for Vlogmas, but I really didn't care. But those normally need to go down at the bottom of your description box rather than in the actual title. If you are putting anything in the title, it would be to tag another channel, but hashtags really need to belong in the description. Otherwise, YouTube doesn't take kindly to it.
I have used a hashtag in a title when we're in a collaboration. So for hashtag Soup Timber or Noodle November or something like that. But just the people that are very much short or oriented, they're used to hashtag everything, hashtag my hat.
It's very different on things like Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. They're very different. You can put as many as you like there. It doesn't matter. But I would also say this. If you have a look at the really big cooking channels and the really big homesteading channels, they don't have any hashtags.
Nope.
They've got no hashtags. So, I try to keep only using, I only really use hashtags if I'm in a collaboration, and that's it. Because they're not really worth the time and effort bothering.
Now, I agree with Blue 100% on the tag category that's underneath your content. When you upload your video, you have all your options, and down below is tags. Now, the one beneficial thing of TubeBuddy I have seen, the free version, is it will give you 3 suggestions. If it has a number behind that suggestion, use it. So what I've got very consistent on in my videos is I go down to that tag and I put 9 Acre Family Farm.
Yeah.
It now has a number 2 behind it. So now if anyone searches and put variations of your channel name in there. So just put the 9, put, Butler, put farm, that, because then when someone searches your name, say they hear about you or whatever, it will populate your videos. If you don't do that, it's not going to.
I put BFF.
Yep, BFF, something like that.
Yeah.
My question now, the Boo, is that we hashtag Ginger. I don't know if Ginger saw it or not, but we hashtag Ginger on My Wife Got a Mail Call, and I think Ginger's watching it. She left a comment. But I don't know, if I hashtag like the Ginger, did Ginger get notice of that hashtag there?
You got to use the at
sign.
sign.
You have to use the at sign.
He did. He used the at sign because it showed at, and then our channel name was in blue. And under mentions, where you go and look at comments, under where it says mentions, you can go in and see where somebody has mentioned you, and it'll take you directly to their video.
So you got noticed that way then?
Yes.
So I didn't get notification, but when you said that the other night when we were in Mitchell's live, I went directly under my YouTube studio and looked at my mentions, and there it was, and I went right to the post.
Okay.
So
So with that being said, though, I have noticed something in the last few months. My mentions, like when someone tags me, it may not show it to me for, I had one that was like 2 weeks, because I do check my mentions. From when
some of the people that I'm subscribed to, and I literally watch them all the time. Your game night is a key example. Chris's live is a good example. I've been subscribed to you guys forever. I won't get notifications of your lives till the next day.
No.
It's the system that's having issues with things, and I'm not quite sure what the problem is. It goes back to, again, I was going to talk about this later, but I'll show it now. Annette brought up about them removing subs. It's been doing that, and nobody knows why.
Okay, part of what that is if someone hasn't been watching your channel.
What was that, Blue?
If someone's not watching your channel consistently, if they have not been on there or not watched 3 or more videos of yours, they will remove you.
But what's the timeline? Because we don't know that.
Within a month. Within a month, 2 months.
But it's not consistent. That's my problem. It's not consistent because I have like over 300 channels I'm subscribed to, and I'll be honest, half of them I haven't even looked at in the last 2 months, and they're still sitting there. But other ones that I used to
you're not
watch,
counted as a subscriber until you go back on there, and then that's why you have those numbers that go up from, say, for example, at the moment I'm on 541-ish, and it keeps bouncing up to 1, 2, 3, and 4. But it keeps bouncing back down again, and then back up again, and then back down again. But it's the same people that are just bouncing back in and out, and people that haven't been there for a while. And then all of a sudden somebody else hasn't been there for a while, so they're taken off. But then they come back, and then they watch something, and then it's bounced back on. They count it as subscriber. It's not a subscriber. It's just I don't look at the numbers anymore. There's no point. There really isn't, because all you're going to do is bring yourself mental trying to keep up with the numbers.
I think Blue makes the most valid point I could ever throw out to anybody. Don't watch your numbers. Yes, I know it's nature and it's natural, and some things you have to. Monetization, whole different ball game. I understand why you guys have to, okay? But if you're not to that point, just let it happen. It will happen. Check it once in a while because you want to make sure you're doing the right things, but don't make it an everyday, 5 times a day, 10 times a day. kind of thing, because you will drive yourself nuts, just like she said.
Okay, in that, Tony, I'd like to add a question about it's graphics of when people watch or where they're watching from. Like, for instance, my age group of people that watch my channel, according to what YouTube says, I have, well, the 13 to 17 is only 1.6%. 18 to 24 is 20.6. 25 to 34 is 36.4. And 35 to 44 is 17, and it goes down from there. But it also, I'm at 68% of my viewers are males.
Okay, let me throw you my numbers out for the first up till I was at 800. 99 or 98% of my viewership was female. 98% of them were 65 or older. Well, I knew that was.
I've heard that a lot, though. I've heard that a lot.
Not the granny crew.
It is the granny crew right there. You could have got some Social Security checks in the mail, Tony.
Yeah. My point I'm trying, and actually, I think Dale and I compared this. He was kind of at
mine was pretty close to it.
Yeah.
I mean, our channel was real close to those same numbers.
See, I've heard that from a lot of people.
We're
Like Daniel
mostly
Arms
male.
says it is like 68% women that watch his channel and they're over 65. And I'm going like, well, hold it. How come mine are, my age room is 25 to 34 and most of them are males?
But I think it's dependent on the category you're classified in. And I'll give you an example. Okay.
What am I classified in?
Let me tell you at least what I think is happening. Again, this is just my opinion, so I'm not an expert in this. I have nothing to back it up. It's just my thought process. The reason why I have mostly females 65 or older is because I'm thrown in the cooking category. It's women that are primarily looking up recipes. Okay. In your category, if you want to call it a category, you're a farmer with cattle. Or you're doing things. That's a guy thing, and it's going to be a younger age that's looking at it because they're trying to learn how or watch how you do something that they might be doing. Dale kind of probably.
I'm an outlier because I rather watch cows than cooking. I'm a farm girl.
all I'm trying to say is it's not we're in a specific category, but it's what YouTube does to us. If that makes any sense. So
if I can jump in on that, Tony, my audience, sorry.
Hold on, Ginger. I didn't realize you were saying something. Go ahead.
My audience,
Daniel, and then we'll go to Ginger. Sorry.
My audience for the same content is different between platforms. So on YouTube, we're mostly male. On TikTok, we're mostly female.
Now that surprises me. Actually.
Same content. Yeah.
Ours goes all over the place.
Yeah.
Ginger, be, female 54 to 65, and the next week it'll be male 25 to 34 or whatever.
But I also think in the food, kitchen, cooking, whatever part you want to say I'm in, if it's a cooking video, that's going to be different than if it's a canning video.
Yes.
Even though it's cooking or homesteading or whatever you want to call it, the specific content also separates out too, I think. Ginger, what were you going to say? And then Blue.
Lori, Prepping for Heaven, said, I have someone that I watch every day, and sometimes I don't get a notification of some of their videos. That very same thing happened to me, literally backstage, talking to Dale. Joey was beside me. I get a notification. Oh, and I said, oh, look, I got a notification from 9 Acre Family Farm. They just dropped a ranger video. Dale said, are you just now getting notified? And I said, yeah, you can ask Joey. It just dropped. He had put it out the day before.
Right. That's what I was saying. I mean, I'm not on your guys' lives. I'm not getting notified when it goes out. The system waits until it's ready to pop it out there. Blue, what were you going to say?
Okay, I've never actually looked at these before. The audience analytics, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the last 28 days, because I'm not going back to whenever, because I've just pulled up what I can on my phone right now. And apparently in the last 28 days, 100% of my viewers were 25 to 34-year-old males.
Ooh, you cougar, you.
Big time cougar.
That's us too. You go, Blue.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty damn sure that some of the people who are leaving me comments are not 24 to 35-year-old men.
You might be getting catfish, Blue.
Yeah, you're getting catfish.
You're getting catfish.
Well,
okay.
Maybe you just got some secret stalkers.
I don't know what they're talking about. I'm just saying. Unless it's kids that are wanting like mum to teach them how to cook. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that these analytics aren't very accurate just by looking at that. I think they've tried really hard, but they're not that accurate.
Well,
and that was the other thing I was going to throw out to Jerry too. It's really dependent on, is this accurate information we're getting? So
and another thing of that, when I first started doing this, I was at the region. I was India. I was like at 35% India and like 10% USA. And my wife goes, well, how come we're so much in India? Well, I know in India they worship cows. So I was putting a lot of cow videos out, and I think those people were watching the cow videos because they were I had like cows, movie cows, or whatever the case may be. Since then, we're down to 18% in the United States and 17% in India. And I look at those things. I'm one of those nerds who like numbers, and I like to look at the statistics and try to figure out what makes something click.
Right.
So, but if you go in and look at all my statistics, I'm all over the world, and in Pakistan and India, I mean, all those countries over there, I've got, viewers, and I even got subscribers over there, I guess, because it says I have them, in that area.
Wow. Yeah. See, I don't get in my numbers. I don't ever see anything other than U.S., Canada, and India. That's the only three things.
We're pretty heavy in India too.
We were when we first started out. It was all India.
India, Pakistan, areas like that.
But India doesn't even show up.
Those are people who grow their own food. They appreciate growing their own food, and in that area.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Okay, I want to move some of the questions I'm seeing. Rhonda Towery asked a long time ago, what can you not do? Don't want to be dinged for, I think is what she meant to say. So,
don't use someone's music that's
watch
in
music.
I asked
no streaking.
Yeah.
No streaking.
You might
no child labor.
Yes.
What?
I'm sorry.
You get dinged on that. If you're not careful, you get dinged on. I know a lot of people got dinged because they had their kids out working, driving a tractor, and they're under 18.
Yeah, drive the tractor.
Never had an issue with that in all the years.
Ginger, what'd you say?
I didn't hear what the question was.
Basically what she's saying is, what are some things not to do so you don't get dinged or in trouble for?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No streaming happy time with hubby.
Yes.
Hey, yes.
Not on YouTube, at least.
No building loofah Christmas trees and putting them out for everybody to see.
Oh, shush. No building. Putting them out for everyone to see.
Okay, I'm ready. If you guys have seen another question, let me know. I'm flying through these to see if I can catch up. And the one thing I will say, real quick, Annette put out a while ago too, need to be more consistent in uploading videos on both her YouTube channels, whether it's videos or shorts or lives, whatever routine you figure out, stick to it. That's the most important thing. Stick to it as best you can, because then you can't fight the argument of I'm not sticking to the algorithm or I missed something or whatever. Now, life happens and life comes first. I think all of us agree to that on here. Yeah. But then when you can get back on schedule, that's
I will say when we had our most results was when we were consistently every Wednesday putting out a video, every Sunday putting out a video, and live on a Thursday.
It can take over your life though if you're not careful. Yep. Absolutely, it can take over your life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Watching videos can take over your day easy.
Oh, definitely.
I want to know what you guys consider a video going viral. What's considered viral?
I think my best was 80,000 views and like 50 subscribers for one video.
Okay,
and
so
I've had a couple of big ones.
Was that
like
considered viral though, or is that 1,000 considered viral? Or
I don't know.
I mean, what is
millions?
that considered viral?
50,000 or more tends to be, but people will go completely bonkers over like if you've got over 100,000.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that it's actually just happened to Andale on Instagram. She now has the bless her heart, she now has the nickname Pyro Granny because she she was showing how to make one of those little brick heaters with the terracotta pots and what have you.
Those can blow up.
We ended up with she's had her Instagram for years. She's only actually just started using it a couple of weeks ago, and now she's got 40,000 viewers, 40,000 followers on there.
Awesome.
You know, just from the one video. So you know, it just depends. I mean, it could be anything. It could be anything.
But
you know,
I'm just curious. I do have a video that has 20,000 views, and I have over 86,000 views on YouTube. But I've got a Facebook page, this business page. But I'm so hard. It's so hard for me to figure out how to use it and get things to do. Like you're supposed to be able to link all your pages together. Well, I've not been able to have that done. I'm having problems with it. I get frustrated if I can't do it within the first 20 minutes. I said I'll do it later. I set it aside, forget it.
There are software programs that you can have to help you do that as well. Things like Hootsuite, where you can line up all your posts and it will schedule them and just pop them out for you. So you don't have to worry about it. It's all done. But when it comes down to Facebook, links to YouTube videos will not be shown.
Right, I know that.
The same as blog posts and stuff like that. So what I have noticed that other bloggers and stuff do is what they do is they put a thumbnail of that blog post or that video, and then they'll put the link up the top in the thing, so that the algorithm on Facebook actually counts the thumbnail. It doesn't count the link. Because it's not showing the actual page that it's linked to. It's just got a hyperlink in the top. So it's slightly different.
Okay.
The other way people do it is that they will tell that the videos come out and then they'll put the thing in the comments.
And so what I've done was I use a different title page. And for more I've got one that's for YouTube. It says follow in something else. And YouTube says subscribe and hit the bell. And I use a different title page on it on the same video. Just all I do is turn one off and turn one on, and I could update the same video. It takes care of it.
Yeah, but there are different ways of doing it, and you know, I mean, like Instagram will connect to Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter if you allow it to. But you've just got to put in your details for that, you know, and where you want it to shoot to and that kind of thing. Takes a few minutes to handle and put up. I think they've got other ones that they're now allowing it to attach to, but again, that's up to you and what you have as far as social media and that is concerned. But, you know, I mean, that's just one hit, and then you've got that post has gone over to 3 or 4 of your social medias. That's one way of doing it. YouTube does have the share link underneath on. She's closer.
I'm
Can
closer.
you get out my nose now, please?
I'm sitting on a footstool.
We like that part of your house. We never get to see that. It looks really comfortable.
Well, I just figured out how to put you guys on the big screen, and hopefully Joey could hear. I mean, hear a little bit better. So
Yeah. No, you guys look really comfortable there.
Joey and Ginger, the video is really good.
We're waking up now, guys.
Someone's working in the back screens.
Chris doesn't see what's
Hello,
happening.
Chris. How are you?
Hello.
Hi. Hello, Chris. Oh, I've been shushed.
She's watching another video.
She's busy.
No audio.
I was trying to figure out what I'm working at the same time, you guys. So I'm listening and I'm doing, and I was designing a sign while you were doing, and I had it on mute, and then I had a dog come in here, and then I had a dog barking, and I lost all control, and it's 11:30 at night.
You ready for the best look in the whole house? That one, right?
I love your guys' art.
Your artwork looks great.
When are you playing that banjo?
What's that?
What about that banjo back there?
Yeah, that is a banjo.
When are you playing it?
Hey,
who plays it? You or Michelle?
Isn't it lovely wall art?
It's wall art at this
It's
point.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
I want to hear a little.
Well, hello, you two.
We're just chilling.
And we won't leave Jerry out. There you go.
Hey.
There's a puppy back there too.
Yeah, that's great, Dean.
Ginger's dancing off to the side.
Ginger's run away.
Your internet's awesome tonight, you two.
Yeah, you guys look great. Your internet's good.
They must have us muted because they're not talking.
No. That's it. I want to show you something real quick.
Oh, now I'm scared.
Couch looks super comfortable. I love the brick. That's nice.
Thank you. Do you want to see a really old? Let's share some old pictures.
Oh.
This is a very young. Oh crap! Here, a very young Ginger and Joey.
Wow.
Holy
long time ago.
moly.
I don't know.
Look at that stash. Looking good, Joey.
Yeah.
Oh, how psychedelic of you, dude.
Oh, Janet said, "Look at that stash. You got it going, Joey."
Y'all going.
That was a very, very young Joey and Ginger. A life. All right, come on. I want to see some old photos from y'all's walls.
We do have some old photos floating around.
I got them on the wall.
I do.
We do. I don't know about on my
I
phone.
think so.
How we can do this.
Come on, Tony.
Family portrait time.
The second she did that,
Yeah.
she got up and went looking. So she,
Did she?
We don't have pictures on our walls like that because we're scary enough to look at each other each day.
God.
Can't really.
Hold on.
They can
I'm
find
That
out.
was like what, 5 years
hold
ago?
on.
I can try to screen share
That was
here.
about 5
There
years
you
ago.
go.
The light's not.
Tilt it
I
down.
can try to screen
Tilt
share
it
it.
down.
Tilt it down. Head down.
There
Oh,
you
my
go.
There you
God.
go.
Oh my gosh.
Holy moly.
Wow.
Got a couple of those.
That was
here.
like 5 years ago.
Okay. Here's my turn. You guys ready for this?
All right.
Okay, let's see it.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
look at Tony.
Huh?
Wow, you have so much hair.
Hi, she found one.
High school graduation.
Thank you,
I
Ginger.
got one more here.
You're welcome,
Oh,
Tony.
we're all showing them now.
Oh, look. Oh.
Okay, hold on. I'll do Daniel and Janet. Oh, I gotta push the right button. Hold on.
Oh, what a sweet picture that is.
Okay. Oh,
Was it
look at
running?
that.
That's a very natural.
Yeah, your
I mean,
phone went
hard
down.
looking, but
Oh.
it's natural.
How
That's
many
so
years?
sweet. I love that.
Okay, I'm going to Butler Family Farm next.
Oh, look, that's like
Oh, that's great.
Oh, like that one.
Love the dress. Nice suit.
Yes, I
Yes.
love
He's looking sharp.
the corsage. The wrist corsage is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
I just removed him.
Oh, he's out.
What are you doing?
I see JJ and Michelle again.
Yes,
there's
JJ.
Chris. Oh, JJ.
Oh,
And then we'll
look
come
at
to
you
Chris and Larry.
guys.
Oh, you guys are great.
Aw.
It's so sweet.
awesome.
I
That
love
was when I
that.
had hair.
Huh?
When I had hair.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Oh, yeah. Been there, done that. And then
Awesome.
Chris. Hold on,
Oh.
Dale. You're next.
Aw.
Oh
Ah.
my god.
Aw.
That's so cute.
That's great. Dude, that's a great shirt, Dale. I'm jelly of that shirt.
I had that shirt.
I'm jelly of that shirt,
Look
man.
at that country singer that he looks like.
Yeah, I bet he still has that shirt.
Oh my god.
That's a good shirt.
I ate that guy.
I ate that.
That's a good shirt.
Stop.
What about Blue?
Oh my gosh. What is it?
All right, Blue.
Break the watch.
That's me and my daddy.
Oh,
My daddy on Christmas Day.
Tip it
You
down
have
a
a
little.
hat on.
Tip it down a little. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have on a
wow.
hat, Blue?
I was 16.
Is he wearing a hat?
Yes.
No,
He's wearing a cracker hat.
Are you wearing a hat? She wanted to know.
Yeah, we've all got hats from the crackers. You guys don't do crackers at Christmas,
Crackers?
Nope.
Firecrackers?
do you? What is wrong with you? No, they're like crackers. Right? It looks like a bonbon, but it's got
What?
a hat, a paper hat. It's got a joke, and it's got a little toy in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're absolutely awful dad jokes. Really awful. But everyone loves them. And the toys are real crap as well. But everybody loves them, you know? So, yeah. So we pull those. They got a little banger in them. And you pull them between you. And then you get your little hat. And you get to you wear your hat. So you wear your hat at Christmas. Your cracker hat.
Your cracker
I've
hat.
never
All right,
heard
Blue, I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
This is between me and Daniel.
Okay.
Because you're
I
in
thought
the
she was
UK.
going to say between me and you.
Just
So-
between me and you.
I don't
So-
think that way, honey.
So if you go pick up food,
Yeah.
do you or if you go out to eat and you have leftovers, what do you ask for?
Doggy bag.
You ask for a doggy bag?
Yeah.
I ask for a takeaway.
Is it takeaway? Is it to go?
No, takeaway is when you go to the restaurant, you get your food and you take it away.
And you
go
take it
home.
away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just asked for a to-go container.
Go. See, we say to go. They say takeaway.
I always
Is
ask for
what her thing is
takeaway.
takeaway.
No, we asked for a doggy bag.
There's never any left over when I go.
I was just going to say that if there's any left
If you
over.
have leftovers.
Wow.
I have teenage boys. They eat everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I see meals that they give us in restaurants and I can only eat about a quarter of it because I just look at it and go, I'm hungry, I'm full already. Because it's way too much food. It's not
Joey.
I don't think I've got one around here, but I actually only eat out of a bowl about that size. And I've always done that ever since I was a kid. You know, and I can't eat any more than that because it just makes me sick. So Christmas dinner takes me several hours to get through a plate of food.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I always bring home my leftovers.
Katie. Okay, apparently you have Runneth over Garden&Life cracking up. I'm not sure if it's Nina or if it's Boyce, but one of them is
At
cracking.
this time of night, I'm going with Nina.
Okay.
I'm feeling bored.
You think it's Boyce?
If someone has a mankini, is that what that says? Mankini?
Mankini? Are we doing that again?
Did I show that picture on my phone? I didn't know I showed that
I
picture.
think that was the Sasquatch.
The
picture last
Sasquatch
week.
one.
I need to put his mankini.
Yeah.
Yes. Tony, you got that one still?
The Borat.
Got it.
Yeah, Jay, it's on my phone. He texted it to me. Let me check it. Or just type in Tony.
I actually, for a joke, when I first met Tony, our very first Christmas together, I actually bought him a mankini just for the giggles because I found it in the pound shop, and I made him wear it on Christmas Day. And I've got pictures. I'm not sharing because they're for my own personal blackmail, but you know, I've got pictures.
Got them, just in case you need them, Blue.
It looks like us around summertime when we're getting ready to go out to the
Oh
pool.
my god!
That's awesome, Tony.
Oh, that's hilarious! Brilliant.
What?
What?
There you go.
What are you talking about? There we go. JJ's got it on his phone. Dun, 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 dun.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
JJ.
And strutting,
Wow.
and strutting, and strutting, and strutting.
Is that a relative of Dale's?
Could be.
Tony, you're muted, Tony.
I saw his mouth. He said it's him.
I think that's rude. You're muted. It's me and my mankini. Oh, Lori cracked.
Back to puking, really?
Did you see Lori? Tony,
Wow.
what the hell? In West Virginia, a doggy bag means a bag you get sick in. Yeah.
Oh, we just call that a vomit bag because it is what it is.
We call them barf.
What do they call them on the planes?
Yeah,
they used to call them something else on the planes.
Okay, so my kids traveled a lot with me when I was working and stuff like that, and they were evil little buggers because they were my children, right? So they too got themselves together, and the one time that they really kind of worked together and weren't trying to kill each other, they got things like bits of leftover chicken salad, they got some tuna, they got some mayonnaise, they got some other bits and pieces that, you know, were edible. Right. One of them decides he's going to pretend to be sick.
Oh dear.
Oh,
and they poured this mix into the vomit bag on the plane.
Yeah.
The other one grabs the bag to say, "Oh, you okay? Oh, look, there's a bit of sweet corn in there." Grabs it out and starts eating it.
Oh,
that was my children.
No.
Assholes.
That was awesome.
Okay.
Just saying.
That would take the cake. I would
I
have
just
to
sat
give
there and went, "Little bastards." Meanwhile,
That reminds me.
in front and behind us, they were all throwing up because of these two.
That reminds me, I was on board ship,
Bloo.
and a new person come on ship, and we go out at sea, and that person gets sick. With the guys who've been on there for a long time, would walk around with forks in their pockets.
Yeah.
And when somebody starts getting sick, they go, "I get the big chunks," and we're around the forks, and, you know. And of course, it made the new people even sicker.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, it's an hour and 47 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. Anything else anybody else wants to throw out there?
I thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you coming up. We do.
Thanks for being here. It's been awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, everybody. Sorry for being late.
No, you weren't late.
We're right on time.
Right on time.
Janet, if you want to watch cows, I've got lots of videos for cows.
I love cows.
We subscribed. We just subscribed to you, so she'll be watching your stuff.
I do love me some
I appreciate it.
So I do want to say thank you to everybody that came in, everybody that modded. I appreciate my mods all the time. I appreciate you guys as a panel coming up, because without you, obviously, it would not be as hilarious as it is. Right? Don't forget, next week Sunday, we start back into the pantry-ish stuff, and then full into it come next Friday. Tuesday night will be Michelle/JJ, whoever it is, Daniel, Janet, hopefully Glenda from Grace and Fire, and Tom Garvey playing Remember the Music on game night. So
Yay!
Again, if you want to play, let me know. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
I'll see you later. Thank you.
Continue waving until it quits.
Morning.
Oh, Dale. Baby got back.